Hello, dear good people and representatives of agricultural industry abroad. My name is Roman Granishin and I am the founder of World to Rebuild Rural Ukraine Foundation, as well as CEO of Travelite AGRO company. As you know, the situation in Ukraine stays to be very harsh, and not only on the military fields, but also in a number of industries. During the wartime, the industry number one that is forming the budget of our country right now is agriculture. As you know, Ukraine has always been a breadbasket of Europe and at times even world. Disregarding the situation and conditions, our farmers keep fighting in those fields, keep planting and harvesting and trying to sell it abroad. Our mission right now has shifted to bringing in the knowledge, not the materials, not the cash donations, however, the knowledge that make those people working in the fields more resilient. In Ukraine, there is no possibility for the universities to get some decent budget in order to run these agricultural researches due to the priorities of the war. The USAID programs have been all shut down, and during the war they were extremely useful because the men during the war, because of the martial law, are not able to cross the border, travel abroad for learning. And although there are some exceptions for the farmers, these exceptions go only for the farmers who are above 500 hectares size. Therefore, the smaller ones, which farm about 30% of Ukrainian land, are totally left by themselves. Our mission right now has been shifted to substituting the programs that USAID were providing and substituting all the educational events that had been happening abroad for Ukrainian farmers before the war, including the ones that were organized in Ukraine, where the foreigners were coming in to present and to teach. Therefore, I have a very important request to you and to your network of agricultural experts. Currently, we are in the beginning of implementation of the long multi-format event named Field Agricultural Council. The next stage will be the offline physical visits to 8 farmers throughout the safe part of Ukraine, analyzing their crops, their soils, concluding the observations collected from all the route, all the farmers at the conference in July, and then in the end of the year adding to these conclusions the result of the season, which is yield and profit. My request to you is to join this initiative and to help Ukrainian farmers get the information that will make them more resilient, more economically viable and profitable, thus able to pay more taxes and make our country stronger. Pay attention that we are not asking for any cash donations or material requests. No, we are looking for the knowledge. Knowledge is something that has huge value for them right now and can be as efficient as the bullet or a missile. In this case, in the agricultural fields. Please consider the few options that I would be honored to, if you accept it, and we will meet all your requirements and conditions in order for you to feel comfortable, safe, and to take the most of this event. Option number one is, of course, the most preferred. We are inviting you to come over to Ukraine, taking the safe route with the rest of the experts team and me personally, visit these farms and help us analyze the issues that we will observe in the fields and make a presentation at the 2 days conference. The dates of this visit would be June 20th, July 8th. If you are willing, but there is some kind of a schedule conflict, we can adjust. You can take either the first half of this term or the second. The second option is November, end of November, coming to Lviv, the western capital of Ukraine, and taking part in the concluding conference where we will be providing recommendations for those farmers for the next upcoming 3 seasons and doing some important lectures for them on soil fertility, soil health, crop protection, precision farming, etc. In addition to that, there is the third option, online. Should you be very busy but very willing to participate, I am open to include you into the online block, which doesn't have any limits in dates or times. The topics that we are looking for are the pedology, precision farming, corn production, soil health, of course. Please take a thorough consideration of my request and keep in mind that for this event we will do what we can and even a little bit more to make sure that everything fits the security and safety procedures and measures requirements during the trip, just like we did the last time. And of course, we are not charging any government, any taxpayers. We have found sponsors to cover all this event, and this information that is very important, all the information that will be collected during this event will be shared with the agricultural universities in Ukraine, totally for free, for them to include it into their curriculum. Should there be any students or teachers from agricultural universities willing to participate in our events, both online and offline, they will be invited for free. Should there be any small farmers, less than 500 hectares, willing to learn from our events, we will also invite them for free. And of course, military. The farmers who went to serve will get all the help they need and that we can provide for free. By the way, one of the host farms is owned by 2 gentlemen. One of them is in the army fighting for our freedom, and the other one is in the field continuing to grow. The same situation is with one of our sponsors, Quantum Company. The 3 co-founders, 2 of them are in the business, 1 is in the army. So as you can see, we all are doing what we can for the military and for the ability of our country to economically fight this war. We are asking you only to consider to make a short break in your schedule, come over here, see how beautiful Ukraine can be, and share the knowledge you have. That's the most we would dare to ask you, and if you can do that, we would be most grateful for any knowledge that you can provide. Thank you very much. Happy upcoming Easter, and God bless you and your family.